under which we're supposed to go on with the elections. So if you have failed to go by the law, and that law said it didn't say may, it says shall. It's a mandatory provision, so he knows that the only way out is to cancel it. You cannot say, let me proceed and complete, then I'll review. Who is reviewing? She has the right to take the decisions at this moment. You cannot go back, do something glaringly wrong, and you go back and want to review yourself. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. Nigerians are no fools. We are not fools, so you should do what is right, and that is the only thing that is actually right. So it's not even a question of calling for somebody else. Let him, he knows. He fought for this. He fought for it. The National Assembly gave it to him. President Muhammad Buhari assented to that bill, making it an act of the Federation. And now he that asked for it wants to preach the same law. It's very unfortunate that such things can happen in this country. Obviously not. So it's not a question of, oh, what happens to the offices. We are talking about the legality of what has been done. What has been done is based purely on illegality. It has breached our laws. You don't have to wait because he knows. The law didn't come on him. It was not forced on him by the National Assembly. He was actually the champion, supported by civil society. But now he's the one breaching the very law that he fought for. It's a very unfortunate circumstance. In a civilized place, this ought not to be. If he knows that he cannot keep to that which he asked for, he should honestly on his own step aside. That's what we expect. Yes, no. Otherwise, he has to do the right thing. And that actually is the process. So there's no question of a transitional process. If their portal is down and they could not upload, and therefore they cannot compare results, and they know they breach the Constitution, the only honest thing to do is cancel the results and then call for another election day. I know that some people ask, what about the cost? There's no cost to democracy. Whatever is right is right. If this country has to source for money in order to go forth to elections that can give hope to our country that there's a future for this nation, we have to, even if it involves us borrowing money from any source. Democracy, that is a foundation. As long as that is broken and there's trust deficits in this nation, we will not be able to move forward as a nation.
In courts of law, you would have seen procedures where characters were being formed. Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the character of this government is that they have been making promises they have no idea about, or they have no.
Why PDP no get network? This one come big dey do like that. Why?
Geneva.
Elle inflige d'indicibles souffrances au peuple ukrainien. Exactions massives et généralisées contre les civils, tueries, viols de masse, attaques délibérées contre des hôpitaux, des écoles.
They're wondering why the results were not promised before the election, and essentially saying the same thing that the party has been saying since that the election should be cancelled. Now, for the chicken,
I say football day today. What man? No be today Arsenal dey play. Arsenal never come.
Let me quickly go to Inec, just before we went for that interview. And what do you make of what you just heard from Ifeanyi Okowa and of course Gatti Obama?
Networks.
I think they have the right to say, to air their views and also to say what they say because
you don't come back. If you come back, they will connect. But go. But if you come back, this will go connect.
Not on a wanted list.
Are the condemned calls to stop the election process?
All these wicked people.
These elections.
Those people are the best me. Those.
the various candidates on their deck.
Those,
For every channel supposed to shoot that first.
I swear,
I'm go sure now.
see them. Who can say that?
George, take
And then with APC caucus, that.
That must be get much.
We're filming kind of them. He man, speech man, I mean.
That is a very useless one.
That man now. Right on time. You don't even get shame.
From the beginning, the hypocrisy. That's from the beginning.
Now PDP be there before now. Change. Yeah.
And before that, I still when they went to against APC. Only for one that also say.
A book around the company house.
Okay, they don't go back.
We are going back to Abuja to the press briefing that Ifeanyi Okowa and Dati Baba Ahmed are still giving. So please forgive me, let's interrupt you for a brief moment. We'll be right back.
One group of people are sitting somewhere and dictating the fate of this country. You will not have IREF, will not work. We will give you the results to go. Amend the results, go to the collation center. When the collation center chairman is ready to review, we give him the IREF figures which we have tallied with the fake results given. This is it. Only early this month, there was natural disaster. There was earthquake in Turkey. The president has sworn to rebuild it. Last year there was earthquake in South Africa. They are rebuilding. These are natural disasters. Human disasters are when you have one individual destroying the future of hundreds of millions. They are worse than tornadoes, most powerful tornadoes. They are worse than earthquakes. 60,000 people died in Turkey. Remember, 800,000 people were killed in Rwanda. One individual brought Somalia to its knees. One individual brought Iraq, an ancient civilization, to its knees. One individual brought Libya to a sorry state. We have individuals who have amassed wealth and think they can, in the Eagle Square, disgrace citizen number 1, citizen number 2, citizen number 3, because they have millions of dollars to spend on state governors. And they will come out, hold Inec, control Inec, control the security, control the judiciary. That is why they are telling you go to court.
This man.
People are afraid to mention court in civilized societies. The moment you mention court, he will say, okay, what do you want? That is the truth of the matter. We are heading, like I told you, when everything is at stake, and right now everything is at stake. My country is at stake. So I'm ready to deploy everything in the Constitution not to let this happen.
No, 10-15 minutes.
Like the man talk and straight. That is why they're telling me go to court. Go to court for what?
You see this man, listen to me, that I too like her.
My name is Obina Kalasu.
I say for one person. I too like her.
I like that.
Now, in base university.
Oh yeah, now.
There was a young man we saw carrying a placard naked. He was just wearing a trouser saying his future has been sold by Inec. And I also speak for the women in the marketplace, traders and all that. They trooped out from morning on Saturday to late in the evening.
Yes.
I want you to speak to the Nigerians that are watching, giving them encouragement how to come out again, because our agreement is we are not accepting this. How can they be trusted? How can they give their trust again to INEC after now? So I want you to talk to them and tell them there is hope somewhere.
they want us to have open.
Do you think they
And they want to destroy the students, but we have to do what they want.
First, we want to ensure that the process is followed according to the rules of this country. The electorate is very clear. The Inec guidelines are very clear. The constitution of this country is very clear. It is for us to defend the rights of the people. We are not asking for anything unusual. We are asking for the right thing. Nigerians must collectively stand up for their rights. We're here to continue to talk to the conscience of our people, particularly the INEC chairman and those who work with him. I will continue to emphasize this and to re-emphasize it. He has a moral obligation to save this nation by doing what is right. That was what he was appointed to do, and that is what he ought to do. Any other thing is wrong, and he cannot continue to play with the future of our children. He cannot continue to play with the future of our mothers. And we call upon him to do what is right. I have said earlier, if the law was lost on him, it's different. He fought for the law along with the civil society organization, for which we are truly very grateful to our civil society members across this nation. They fought for this, and he was with them on this. Why would you go through a fight? And we're all excited. Internationally, the global country was excited that this time we're going to have it right. He traveled overseas, even to Chatham House, to the United States.
See, by the truth, they say nobody like this.
Everybody did
Nobody like that man. I swear. People really think they like that man and wish they all benefit like this. Nobody like that man. Now I know this.
No matter how much money you have, no matter what you think you are, until you're a man of integrity, having sworn to an oath, he's just but nothing. So I just hope that he will save his name. It's already down, but he still has an opportunity to save that name by doing the right thing. And it's very, very clear. In the first instance, when he talked about the section of the electorate, and the electorate was all encompassing, based on neutrality. All staff, electoral officers, presiding officers, and return officers. And he is the chief return officer, so he's one of those persons. And security officers taking part in the conduct of an election shall affirm or swear to an oath of loyalty and neutrality, as in the second schedule. He knows what is right. He has to save Nigeria. It is only when he does what is right that we can be sure that we truly have a nation of our own. It's only when he does what is right that the children of this country, the youth of this country, will realize that there is still hope and that there's a nation, Nigeria, that they can call their own. We appeal to him that he should not die in the hope of millions of youths in this country, because he'll be bringing a curse on himself and his generation. And I don't believe that he ought to do that. He's a man who fought for what was right along with others. There is nothing, no amount of pressure from anybody, no amount of inducement from anybody should cause him to do what is wrong. There is a law very clearly stated in section 64(4) AB. I'm going through that, even to that section 64, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's very, very clear. He knows what is. I guess he knows what is in the law. He also drew the guidelines in section 38. He just has to keep to what is right. He has to save this nation by causing a cancellation and putting a stop to the further coalition that is going on. That is the only way we can truly secure the future of this nation. And as for and allow one man or a team of men to destroy the future of this nation.
To make the job of those destroying Nigeria easy. Each time we come out to tell Nigerians, calm down. For how long are we going to tell Nigerians continue to sit down and be cheated? You are being cheated, allow yourselves to be cheated because you are Nigerians. It doesn't make sense. And you, the bad elements, continue to do because Nigerians are going to be patient. The world 11, 12 years ago went up in crisis because a young man burned himself. Broad daylight. Anybody waiting to hear call to themselves will never hear it. We're peaceful people. He will never hear. Anybody who wishes to change what we are saying, what I am saying is welcome to try it. I will never call violence. I will continue to say that democracy belongs to the people who can practice it. Good governance belongs to the people who can demand it. Dividends of democracy belongs to those who can take it. It is left for Nigerians to do it on the street. And millions joining him. After all, what is being done, the illegality that we spoke about, right now, to the best that I know, let me tell you that there is 178,606 illegalities committed on 25th February 2023. All the polling units that did not upload to IREM is a constitution, it is a legal breach, it's a breach of the Electoral Act. Then there's 8,000 plus criminal acts. Any polling ward or correction officer that violated sections 64 and 5 because it states clearly he or she shall only enter after having verified from the this is what Nigerians should be after, not about Nigerians demanding their rights. It is not violence. If Nigerians serve notice, come out peacefully, it is not violence. It is not any break. You cannot tell Nigerians to sit down and watch everything go down the drain. This country is too beautiful, is too blessed. I'm sure most of us have lived in other countries and come back to Nigeria because Nigeria is too good. And that is why I said, when all is at stake, as we have now, people like me are ready to deploy all constitutional means to see Mahmoud Yakubu. He is an exalted common civil servant. And this is a technical description I'm giving with due respect.
Exhausted. Common.
He has no powers to break law. He has no powers to make laws. What Inec chairman has been doing, he has been making laws by deciding to continue with legal breaches. I repeat, what Inec has said is that yes, we've heard you. The laws have been broken. Please resume your seat. Like they said to you. Resume your seat, we've heard you. We are going to continue to break this law until we finish breaking the law. That Nigerians should not dress with them, we should not come out without a t-shirt, or market women should not, and we should tell them not to. Hell no.
Hell no. That's hell.
Okay. We are going to developed some questions. I'm kidding now. From Alliance Television.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon, my colleagues. My name is Amaka Udewonka. Rise News. I want to actually appreciate you, gentlemen, for the languages you've used this afternoon, really trying to calm the tension which is palpable all across the country. But my question is directly to you this afternoon. I have just returned from the APC where they had a presser there, the spokespersons had a presser. And if it goes ahead, that if Inec goes ahead with cancellation like you are demanding, it will result to abortion of democratic practices. So I'm giving you their exact words this afternoon. You even heard someone said,
I just like the action.
It's up to the Inec chairman who are waiting for to respond and see which way forward. My question to you which is cancellation number one, aside from his resignation,
wait and see.
What next?
No, they close that one. It's a UN permanent Katsina population. No, they change. People know they die.
I listened carefully to the names you mentioned. If Tinubu speaks, if Shetima speaks, we'll respond to them. We'll never join issues with those people. One question as to what next. I relate what you asked to what the gentleman asked, and my long, laborious answers. Nigeria belongs to who? To Nigerians. What did I say about democracy? Okay, Africa report, Eniola, Akiko too.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, gentlemen. You've asked for the cancellation of the result. I want to find out from you, will you be approaching the court to enforce this, or will you be applying for maybe an ex parte order, an interim injunction, or anything like that? Thank you very much.
We have asked for a cancellation of the result because that actually will be the saving grace at this moment for Yakubu Mahmoud, who is the chairman of INEC. I will believe that the right conscience will do what is right. We go into the world over. Is surely do what is right. We are hoping that you will do what is right. And that actually will let you know as we progress.
Ifeanyi Okowa, VP candidate for the for the PDP speaking there, and now we're going live to Abuja. The INEC chairman is going to be addressing the media.
We are the pride of the and we should be a very important process. It isn't that we are happy. It is that we do not understand the pains our people are going through. But democracy, like
this thing.
And this country is the promise of greatness. And Mr. Chairman, my members are here.
That is during the NSAS period, then scatter TV set for Lagos now.
So that
What's up,
some of our members who may have issues can now do what the process already has made provisions for, which is to seek redress. So we want to say
addressing
and because this movement matters in this country, prejudice for whatever position some of our members must have taken. We want to be on the side of we want to assure of this country that as political parties we are on the same page with them, but we must conclude this process so that we can take it after the end of this process and do
Chairman,
You say you must complete this process.
You know it's in the problem, like idiots.
That we want you to continue and complete this process. And give us
Get out.
Now, like this negotiation, all their comment now to continue, all those small parties.
They don't pay them.
Mr. Chairman, I am the national chairman of Zenith Labour Party. I am also the presidential candidate.
Your man don't carry face out. That man will stay in the president.
Let's see.
Like this now, why you? Let's see what they are saying, please.
What our chairman said. We are looking at our country. We are looking at Nigeria. Where you don't have problems during elections. Let me refer to the last one in the United States. Without prejudice, as he has said, to whatever problems we have seen in the process, we don't want to pull down this. We should not pull down Nigeria because of these problems. Nigeria must, before we become whatever we want to become.
I don't know. No, it's a Labour Party.
I can say it emphatically, there was no problem with the rivers. No problem at all. The final process. Because I will say to high heavens is the best way to go.
That is talking how the Mahmoud talk before the do election.
Political party. I voted. Rivers worked. Necessary things were done. My community. And in having issues from ward to ward, state to state, we must remember that we have our laws. Years ago, I recall when I was leading a political party, we knew we won Ondo State. We knew we won Edo State. Then my party won 1.5 governors. One Ondo half was Shomole, because they were the then Labour Party. So they took half of Shomole and we took half of him. We went to court. Even the sitting president then said, Governor Mimiko will never be governor in Ondo State. He said it publicly, that he will send here. 3 days later, Ribadu, who was chairman of EFCC, then said he never had Mimiko's file on his desk. We retrieved our mandate. Mimiko governed Ondo State. If we disagree, or we have problems, we have the law, we have section 54 of the Act, where even you are empowered to review some of these problems that have been reported.
Doesn't make sense.
You can review them. The whole parties made today was simply to talk about our country first. And nobody should come and tell us to be on the street to destroy our country. Everything is here. Who could have believed? Because right now, there are many gains from this election. Nobody would have believed on 24th of February that Lagos will fall in a third force. Nobody would have believed that a senator like Senator Kurife, for widows, launched. Who would have believed that an Okada rider is now moving into the House of Representatives? This is the same election. This is the same process. Mr. Chairman, we have party leaders who lost their polling unit. National chairman of parties, they lost their polling unit. This is the same election. We want to throw away the baby with the bathwater. This is the same election. Look, I want to summarize that IPAC through our chairman has said it all. Mr. Chairman, go ahead and conclude this process. If you have problems, we know where to go. But you have to do some of these issues. Reverse them quickly before the exclusion of time. We cannot continue all the time to do this. Yes. People may have way you consulted all the, and that's why when we're talking about the process.
I don't tell you something, you know,
because we are part and parcel of it. And we are not ashamed of saying so. Nobody should crucify the Inec chairman. He's sitting here. He's sitting here. But if there are complaints from about your people, deal with it expeditiously in accordance with the law. That is what we are saying.
Say no, they give their time.
When Jesus Christ was here,
No, they give their time
as a person.
Why you want to go to Jesus Christ again?
They had only 12 disciples. But they have only 12. Now you are having 37. Why would you not expect them to?
The guy with okay. The guy didn't get that time.
Look at
talk like this.
Nigeria is our country. We love this country. But we must still turn it back to be a country that will flow with milk and money. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You think you are in the street talking this thing, they will not kill you. Where people they just did there.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me seize this opportunity to assure Nigerians that we will do whatever we can within the confines of the law to review issues arising from the conduct of elections, particularly by invoking our powers under Section 65 of the Electoral Act, to review where review is absolutely necessary. So I want to thank you very much. We have so many states waiting in the queue, so we now recommence collation of results. And the first state is Niger State. Is the rep and the collection officer there. We have a large number on queue. Rep Niger and the returning state collection officer for the presidential election. Please. Rep, introduce herself.
Get autonomy. Nobody will control us. If he does the right thing, nobody feel whole now. So nobody will do anything. You're just being stupid.
Injustice. Let's know anything.
For the presidential election of 25th February 2023 in Niger State. The resident electoral commissioner for Niger State. The result for the presidential election held on the 25th of February 2023 in Niger State are as follows. Total number of registered voters 2698344. 2698344.
Total number of accredited voters 827,416. 827,416.